TGIF, guys. Welcome back to SBAA Nation. My name is Keith, aka Keystone. Been a little inactive lately, working on a ton of big things behind the scenes, guys. If you're new to the channel, it's freaking August 1st, baby. You know what that means? It means we're about a month away from freaking college football and a little bit longer to the NFL. I'm pumped. I don't know how many of you watched that game last night. But we had a little play over on Underdog. It was one away from missing on the flex. Just they kind of left Trey Lance in there for a little longer than I thought. I had his under, but he went like 4 yards over. But it was nice to bet on football, even if it is preseason. Taking a little stab at it, guys. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit subscribe. I'm telling y'all, we ain't going to want to forget this page during football season. Let's get straight into it. I got a couple things for y'all today. I got a 6X play over on Prize Picks, my DFS army. And then I have, of course, two guys to get a hit. You can parlay them if you want. You can do whatever you like. But these are two dudes I like to get a hit. And then we're going to kind of look through a couple of the spots here. Now, I had a couple things in mind, and then I saw kind of where all the money was coming in. I'm like, ooh, geez, could be a trap. So, yeah, we last time I left you guys, we struck out on the hit parlay. Well, we hit our other play, which was this one. Then we hit our other two plays, had a couple half unit plays. The reason I went half units as well, we put a lot of freaking money down on UFC in the last 2 days. Bet it's literally, in my opinion, it's one of the best ROI opportunities I have seen since I've been doing this. And you can unlock all that on the VIP, of course, which, by the way, right now, I said I was going to end it today, but you know what? A lot of guys said, Keith, bro, I want to get this. I got a guy texting me from Georgia earlier. He said, Keith, man, I want to get this, but I don't get paid till the first. I said, all right. We're going to leave it up till the first, boys. Okay. And that link's down below. It's $1,000 off NFL early bird special, guys. You saw the slips we're setting. We're going to pay for this in a couple slips, hopefully. And then from there, it's all profit for y'all. So let's get straight into that DFS play. We'll start over here. And guys, if you're not on Prize Picks yet, this is a great freaking offer. Play $5. You instantly get $50 to play with. I mean, it's a fantastic setup, especially for the broke guys. Perfect little setup. Get you set up on a new app, ready for the football season. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with Prize Picks, we beat them for a lot of money about two NFL seasons ago. We've been for a lot last year too, but you know what's been a staple in this industry is Prize Picks. So take advantage. You get that $50 with promo code SBAA. Let's get into the picks. So all we're doing here, guys, is we're staying in the flames with a couple dudes. Okay, so this guy Dylan Dingler from you ever seen the movie Boogie Nights? Kind of makes you want to laugh almost when you say it. It rolls off your tongue there. Yeah, so look, it's pretty simple. Look, he's hot. He's hit this Prize Pick score in 5 straight. Now he's facing Ranger Suarez, who's, been pretty good this season, actually, but can be hit or miss. And what I really like to see here, when you click on hits, runs, RBIs, you can actually pull this down, and you can see Dingler against – sorry, guys, try not to laugh. Dingler against left-handed pitching this season is batting almost 330. That's fantastic. That's what we're looking for. And then, yeah, Suarez, like I said, he's been pretty good. 241, 238, about the same versus each. So nothing too crazy there. I do think this is a pretty strong play on paper today, specifically because it's such a low number. We only need like a couple things to happen here. A single and a walk, this is going to hit. A single and a run, this is going to hit. So I like our chances on Dylan Dingler over 3.5 fantasy score. The next guy I really like today, dude's been on freaking fire. He's like top 10 batting average last 7-8 games, 7-8 days, whatever it is I looked up. And that's Bo Bichette. So we're going to take Bo. Now he is going to be at home today against Michael Wacha. Now Wacha's a guy that usually pitches better when he's at Kauffman, which is, you probably can't even really see that stadium in the background anymore because I got all this clutter up there. But I wanted to let you guys know you get a lot of free money when you sign up with my promo code. So we'll just put that up on the screen for y'all. But yeah, Bo has hit this in what's this? His hits, runs, RBIs. So he's been getting 5 plate appearances. Most of his games, he may not get that at home. We'll see, especially if they have the lead. Obviously, he might not bat in the bottom of the 9th. But yeah, same thing. Checks out right here against right-handed pitching this season. And then, Wacha is a little better, but these are close numbers again versus right-handed batters. And then, yeah, guys, he's been doing well enough on the Prize Pick score, I believe. Yeah, so he's pushed this in 1 and then hit in 3 of his last, 5 games with a push. So Bo's going to be pick number 2. I think it feels just a little low. I feel like that line should be at 7.5 or maybe even 8.5, to be honest with you. Bo's been hot. And then the final dude we are taking is going to be Manny Machado. Now, Manny's just been straight up on a heater. He's been crushing this, as you can see. Now he's going to be at home against Libertor, who, much to my surprise, actually been pitching a little better lately, if I remember the numbers right. But Manny's been getting some extra plate appearances here. As you can see, he's probably going to be batting third most likely. And then, yeah, he's 2 for 4 lifetime against Libertor. So there's a little bit of a track record. And then against lefties, he's actually been slightly worse this season, but it's a little flipped on the other side over down here with Libertor. So I'm not going to question too much here. We're simply just staying in the flames. I mean, Machado's just been really hot. You can see he's had double-digit fantasy scores in 5 straight games. And until he comes off the heater, we're going to ride him out there. So that's only 6.5 we need on that one, too. It's actually a pretty fair score, I would say. Now, like I said, guys, if you're not on Prize Picks, sign up. Let me know if you sign up. My number's down below. Text me. I might have a little care package for you. All right, so let's get into the hit parlay, guys. Check this out. Big freaking news. Okay, a couple things. I'm going to give you guys one of my favorite underdog picks. Now, I have a plan for this guy, and I also want to let you know this is the largest wager I've ever placed. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think this is literally one of the best ROIs. No such thing as a lock in this industry, as most of y'all know. But I feel really freaking strong about this. That's why I decided to put this amount of money on it. Now I have a plan, and I'm going to have 15 total invested on these futures. The first part of this, all this stuff I'm getting into, is actually going to be right here. This guy is not a part of this bet, but I do like Drickus du Plessis to get an upset here. Okay, he's the underdog plus 170. I mean, I get it. I get why the line says this. Chimaev's a dangerous guy, but I kind of feel like I've seen the script on this fight, and I know exactly how it's going to go, and I hope I'm right. And so here's the plan. I put 250 down, which is a half a unit for me, okay, in normal terms. Sometimes I get crazy and bet a lot of money, but this is the game plan here. Originally, I was going to make this 2,500, okay? But what I think is going to happen, Chimaev is one of these dudes that comes out hard and freaking fast. Okay, he's going to come out. He's going to empty his gas tank. He's going to expend a ton of energy trying to get a finish, trying to hold, DDP on the mat, and just I don't think he's going to get that finish. And I think he's going to waste a lot of energy. And it wouldn't shock me, even after the second round, if Chimaev actually on the judges' scorecards won those rounds. But if you don't finish him in the first 2 rounds, I'm telling you, this is a dog. This is a guy that finds a way to win. Round 3, round 4, he just, everyone hates on him, but the dude's a champ for a reason, and he just keeps getting it done. And I'm telling y'all, we're going to probably get, maybe even after round 1, what I'll do, see what these are. I'll see how I'm feeling about DDP. I'll probably, if this goes like to plus 250 after 1 round, okay, we'll see what this closes at. I'm probably going to go like $1,000, and then I'll see what the odds are after round 2 as well. And if I still feel the same way I'm talking to you guys right now, we're going to throw another 1,000. So it'll be almost 2,500 in on my boy Drickus du Plessis. Okay. And then, yeah, if you want to unlock this bet, guys, like I said, NFL full season is going to get you this pick. It's going to get you every pick. DFS, I got you. Sportsbooks, I got you. Guys, we had weeks last year in college football in the NFL over on Dabble where we absolutely just slaughtered them. We were like making literal like 50, 60 unit weekends, just slamming correlated plays on football, which is very powerful. So take advantage. I'm telling y'all, the price is about to go up tremendously. And guys pay full price. You know why? Because they know long term, they know at the end of the football season, they don't view it as a cost. They view it as an investment. And I do all the work. So, the plays get text to your phone. I send the links out. If you're on Dabble, it's super easy to copy. And then book plays are super easy to copy anyways. So wanted to let you guys know, if you want, you're one of my DFS guys, you're like in California, you're in Texas, this is the greatest thing ever. It's called Rebet. And I'm working on another reputable social casino or a sportsbook, social sportsbook, that I'm going to hopefully get a second deal done with. But I really wanted to make this a priority for my guys because I know that they're not really getting the full VIP experience. A lot of them, this is going to change the game. So Rebet, like I said, very reputable. One of my guys that I did a client interview with, I'm on. You can go watch that if you want. He'll tell you about how much money he won during football season last year. I have 3 success client interview stories that I did all in football last year. And that gives me a reputable reputation, if you will. Okay. but he uses this app every single day. This is what he locks all his book plays in the state of California on Rebet. They have actually a ton of markets. And when he sends me screenshots and, he says like, hey man, I got this locked in. Sometimes his odds are like better than DraftKings or Hard Rock, which most of my money's on Hard Rock. So I'm just saying, like, look, this is a fantastic opportunity. This is legal in 47 of 50 states. Michigan, Nevada, and I can't remember the other one. It's in the Northwest somewhere. Maybe it might be Washington, might be Montana. But yeah, this is practically legal. It's almost certainly legal unless you live in Michigan, most likely, in your state. So if you sign up, same thing, you know the drill. Link below, promo code SBAA. It's going to get you $100 match. You can start locking in these hit parlays, man. You can't set these on DFS. The DFS apps rip you off on freaking hits. They're good for some things, but hits are not one of them. And then, yeah, all my book plays, like you saw the one with the Guardians plus 1.5, they have the markets for all this. They have most of the markets. They may not have a few, they may not have everything, but they have a majority of them. Like, it's very comparable to just, DraftKings, MGM, Hard Rock, Bet, and Casino. Yeah, guys. So get pumped, get pumped. Here's today's freaking hits. So we're taking two teammates. We're doing a little SGP, and guess what? You can do this on Rebet. We're going to take the leadoff hitter and the second hitter. They're both on the road today getting Mitch freaking Parker. Now, all the money's coming in on Milwaukee now, and on paper, I agree. Like, this is a spot I feel like they should win. Like, they have a really good track record against Mitch, who's a lefty. And Sal's been hot ever since they moved him up to the leadoff spot. This team has actually been really good. They could be if they had one more like ace levels, starting pitcher, I could see this team actually competing in the NL playoffs. But we'll see. You can see he's had at least one hit in 8 of his last 10 games, getting 5 plate appearances in about half those games. You like to see that. And then against Mitchie boy, he's 2 for 4 lifetime. You like to see that. And so he had a couple walks. So he's technically 2 for 2 with 2 walks in his 4 plate appearances. You love to see that. Now, we don't want to see some walks tomorrow. We don't want to see that. That'd be a bad thing. But hopefully he gets that 5th plate appearance. Hopefully this is a sweat-free one, and he just gets it done at the first freaking at bat. You love seeing this. 324 Sal's batting against left-handed pitching this season. And then Mitch is actually giving up more to lefties too. He's one of those lefties that actually struggles more with left-handed batters than he does righties. So it's mostly a two-pitch mix. You're going to be seeing a ton of four-seam fastballs, well over 50%, and you're going to get some curveballs mixed in. And I like both these pitches for Sal. He's going to occasionally potentially see a splitter 13% of the time. He's absolutely crushing this with a 532 weighted on base percentage. And then you got the slider, of course, as well. These are all green numbers here. It just checks out, guys. I feel pretty dang good about Sal. So that's going to be pick number 1. And then, we're going to take his teammate. And ever since this dude got traded to Milwaukee, he's found his home. I mean, he's been absolutely doing, you can see, hitting 8 of his last 10. A lot of multi-hit games mixed in here. You love to see this. And he's batting second. He's batting right behind this guy. So if you wanted to stack these two on like hits, runs, RBIs on, like DraftKings, or maybe Dab will probably have him at 2.5, but it could be a solid play tomorrow too. Decent chance I think we get that 5th plate appearance, batting second. And then, his numbers against Mitch aren't quite as good as Sal's are. 1 for 6 lifetime, only a 200 batting average. You don't love to see that, but he is hitting lefties better, much, much better than he is righties. And really, it's about this, guys. It's about this right here. Ever since he got traded, he's been dealing. And, Mitch is a little better against righties. So it's kind of, everything is just kind of the opposite of what we just talked about with the left-handed batter and Sal Frelick. So that's the play today, guys. Okay, lock it in. And then we can talk a little bit about some lines here. Now, this game right here, we had the Reds last night, and I thought they were cooked. And then all of a sudden they score 8 runs and matched. What a crazy game. But what a narrative, right? To trade for Hayes because you want to upgrade a third baseman, had a lot of problems there. And then what does he do? He lets in two runs and a safe at first on a fielding error, and they lose by 1 run. It's just crazy. So I'm not quite sure, and maybe I don't understand this, but based on the pitchers that are on the mound tomorrow, I believe it's Singer and Bryce Elder. I'm not sure why we're getting these people are betting on the under. I mean, the books have this at plus money, but that'd be a lean right there, right off the bat. I did mention the Brew Crew. I do think that they're a pretty strong play today, guys. If you want all my top stuff, you want to see how I make these plays, set up my parlays, get on the VIP. It's going to take care of itself. And then the other one I was looking at was the Cubs. I think this is a decent price. This actually went up. I thought I saw it at like 130. So don't mind that at all. I think the Blue Jays at under negative 150, probably a solid bet at home tomorrow. I think Gossman is on the mound, who's actually been pitching pretty well. And then my one dog of the day I was kind of looking at here, Tampa Bay, man. I mean, they haven't been playing the greatest, but I think this is a decent spot. And Steinbrenner Field, a lot of runs been given up. Dodgers going to be traveling, still out there on the road. I don't know, man. Tampa's kind of cold right now, but I don't know. I got a feeling as long as Brandon Lowe's in that lineup tomorrow, I think he's really important to this team. I feel like they're just due to win a series, and I think they might sneak this one out against the Dodgers. This could be the game they steal. So, a couple leans for you guys. Like I said, you want to get all the top stuff. Hop on the VIP, guys. It's literally $1,000 off for the rest of the day. And then I got to take it back up to make it fair to everyone. So take advantage. That code is coming down tonight at midnight. Oh yeah, it's promo code July. Get you $1,000 off. Picks through the freaking Super Bowl, UFC, NBA, MLB, baby. We do it all. College football. Oh, baby. Yeah, you're not going to find many guys on the internet that are going to help you profit on college football like your boy Keystone is. So lock in, drop a comment. Let me know in the comment section if you signed up on Rebet. Let me know if you're locking in this hit parlay for the first time on a social sportsbook. I'd like to hear some feedback all about it, guys. Appreciate it. Peace.